Alright, today I was on a mission. This mission was to max out my Hercules. Now, here's the issue. My Hercules is rank 1, level 10. That's it. That's all he has right now, right? Which isn't much, for sure. But, side events in 2024 are kind of broken for newer players, and you're gonna see that in one single day, I get my Hercules from rank 1 level 10 to rank 5 level 50 and ascended. It's insane stuff, and this is the journey to that. You're gonna see that this is probably the craziest turn of events in like new account history for me personally, because we go from 0 to just changing the landscape in like one single day. So here's level 20, you know, this was the easy part, getting the tier 3 basic, the tier 3 class catalyst, pretty easy stuff, right? This is the simple and not too stressful part, right? But here we have this Howard the Duck, just a pretty simple boss fight in the side quest. Oh, and by the way, this side quest is the one from last month. Yes, I am behind on this series, but once I catch up, you're gonna see that the progress has been insane, and it pretty much all started right here in this like one single video. So yeah, stay tuned to see like how much this account changes, and the challenge is still intact, right? Only romance characters, cannot use any other champion that isn't romance. So yeah, the difficulty is definitely there, but then again, I now have access to the best champion in the game, so he should help me progress big time, right? And I saw a few comments saying that, you know, why use Hercules? That kind of just ruins the challenge, and in my opinion, it really doesn't, because, you know, this is a challenge, and what are you supposed to do in a challenge, right? Complete it. And I want to try to complete this before February ends, and to complete challenges, you have to use your best resources possible, and Hercules is the best resource possible, just straight up. But like, even these other characters are doing pretty good. Like, for example, this Vision right here is doing pretty massive work on this abs man right now, right? Because of the heal block. Now Hercules would not do as good here, obviously, but then again, he probably could because it is Hercules, right? But I still have other options to use. I still have like some safety nets with Vision and Gamora as it stands. So yeah, so far so good here, and that is just that. Not too shabby at all. It was a ton of hits, but with Vision, you kind of expect that, so it is what it is. But here's some ultimate crystals. Hopefully we get some more romance characters. You know, I have Hercules now, but you can always just get more good champions, right? For example, there's still Hulkling, Human Torch, Tigra, just so many good romance characters, and I want to just build a very diverse roster. So crystal number 1, just any 4-star champion that's romance, please. And we get a 3-star Iron Patriot, so that is just really, really fun. But that's just one crystal. I have 2 other ones right here, so hopefully something good from these 2 at least. But just any romance champion, like I said. If it's not romance, it's just not usable. But there is a 4-star champion at least, but Wolverine X-23 is not romance, so that is pretty much useless, which sucks, right? Because it's like a new 4-star to try out, and you know, X-23, I kind of forgot that she was in the game, so it would have been fun to just like revisit her. But yeah, no dice here. Airwalker 3-star version, gonna do nothing for me, so those 3 crystals were just pretty unfortunate. Here we have this Domino though, and Domino is Domino, right? So it's gonna be pretty annoying with the critical failure, but thankfully this is a low sig Domino, so it's nothing too shabby. And yeah, Hercules is Hercules, so he's gonna do pretty decent here, I hope at least. But yeah, Hercules is also pretty good for like new accounts, because besides like being the best champion in the game, his like precisions and cruelties lets you save units, because you don't have to prioritize cruelty and precision yet, which costs tons of units, right? So yeah, I think that's a pretty cool thing about Hercules himself. But here's a 4-star crystal now, and yeah, hopefully something decent there. Another romance champion, of course. Like, of course it has to be romance to be usable, so of course I want a romance character, but a good one would be like, you know, even better, right? So here's a 4-star crystal. Like I said, Hulkling, Human Torch, Tigra, Kitty Pryde as well. I don't know like who else is super good in the romance category. Even a Namor would be really fun to use, but let's see. Next crystal, next 4-star champion is going to be a 4-star version of Ghost Rider, which is not romance, but honestly, Ghost Rider is a pretty cool character, so I would use him on like a different account, but just not this one, unfortunately. But here we have this Hercules versus Absman, and remember when I said that Hercules couldn't do this like super well? I kind of lied, because yeah, he's pretty good for this fight, and that just goes to show that Hercules is, of course, you know, the best champion in the game, right? But it's just, I don't know, it's weird stuff. I think he's fun to play, right? And new accounts, they're supposed to be fun, and if you enjoy a champion, then why not play them, right? So I'm gonna play Hercules here, and he's gonna do a great job, because of course he is. He's Mr. Reliable, right? That's like what he does. So here I drop another SP1, and yeah, I sped it up because I want to like just keep the fights kind of short, but with Hercules the fights aren't even that short anyway. So yeah, there is that. Another quest done. We're getting kind of close to exploration, which means we get some more rewards, some more 4-star shards too, so that should be pretty nice to open up. Hopefully another romance champion there. And here we have a Cavalier crystal actually, which is massive, right? This can be my first 6-star champion, which is wild to think about, but let's see. Any 6-star romance character, like literally any 6-star version I'll be happy with, even like the OG Black Widows of the bunch. So here's the crystal. There is, you know, some 4-star characters. There's a 5-star Namor. There's a 6-star Black Widow who's actually usable, and we get a 3-star version of Punisher. That is painful, man. That is so painful. That Black Widow would have been the most game-changing pull, because she is so like fast, right? And I want speed on this account, and yeah, she is speedy, alright. But here we have this domino fight again. No big deal, just domino again. We did it once, we can do it again. But yeah, that last pull just hurt, man. Like, you know, you get a big opportunity with that Cav crystal, and the big pull was right there, but you were just one off. It's the worst feeling ever, right? But here I dropped the SP2. It does some okay damage, and yeah, that just does it. No, it doesn't, because yeah, the critical failure damage. No, actually no, Hercules is just that good. Never mind. I forgot how that fight went, and it does go in our favor. But now we have this bullseye fight, and yeah, Vision actually pretty good for bullseye. I feel like if he was max sig, he'd be one of his best counters easily, but since my Vision is unawakened, he's just okay for him. Yeah, he's bleed immune, he has power control for that, you know, evade, so it's honestly not too shabby in the slightest. But yeah, since my Vision is unawakened, it's not ideal, so I don't do as good as I should here, but I do pretty decent at least, right? And you know, Vision just a really slow champion, especially like at this 4-star level, but he's still doing some work, and that's all that matters. But yeah, he's not gonna make it. He did a good effort though, and that's all that matters. But yeah, he's just he's gone. But it is what it is, because Colossus is right here, and Colossus might be a better counter actually, because the bleeds that Bullseye has on every single hit just supercharges Colossus. So it is a really fun matchup. And Bullseye, of course, is just super annoying. One of the worst defenders in the game. It is just a total mess. And right there, I don't even survive, because Bullseye is just the worst thing ever. That's so rough. But Hercules is here to save the day. Or is he? Do I even solo this one? I think I should, right? Because, yeah, he's like at 9% health, but so am I. So, yeah, that's not a fun time at all. But we got it done. All that matters. And there is a generic awakening gem. That's massive. That is so massive, right? Because who needs to be awakened? Well, okay, Hercules doesn't need the dupe, right? But who gets a massive benefit from awakening? Hercules. He gets his immortality, which is, you know, the best thing in the game, right? Nothing too crazy there. But then he also gets that massive power rate increase, which is huge for just making fights even faster. So yeah, it is just such a good investment. And he deserves it, right? Of course he does, he's Hercules. But here we have this Howard the Duck matchup, and Vision just still really good for it. We drop the SP1, the SP2, sorry, we get that heal block up, and things are just going pretty good for us. And I think that was the final path, but I might be wrong there, but I think it is, because why else would I show it, right? It has to be the final path. If it's not, then that's my apologies, but I think we are chilling here. I think this was it, and it wasn't. I just lied to y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is the final path. It has to be. This is Bullseye, the final boss of the whole thing. This has to be it, right? And I think it is it. If it's not, then I will give someone $1. Not gonna specify who, but someone will get $1, and we'll have to see who that person is. But Hercules is gonna do pretty good here. Is he the best bullseye counter? No, but he works because he is Hercules, so that's just how it is sometimes. Sometimes it's just like that, right? It's just Hercules things. And yeah, he does not survive, but he also did a massive dent into Bullseye, so I'll take it. And Colossus is right there for the finisher, so yeah, we're chilling, no big deal. Colossus is the better counter, obviously, because yeah, just perfect for the fight. And here we drop the SP2, I think. Do we get a crit? No crits, because Colossus just doesn't crit. You know how it is with Colossus. And yeah, that just does it pretty soon. It does it pretty soon. There we go. And this was actually the final quest, so no one gets the $1, and now we have this pretty massive opening to do. We have a 4-star awakening gem, we have those 4-star basic crystals, the ultimate crystals. We are just in a perfect spot here. So we get 1 cosmic, which is fine, I'll take it, not too shabby in the slightest. We get some tech ones, we get some skill ones. Pretty good haul, right? But it wasn't like 3 cosmic, which was ideal, so not like the best, but it was fine, right? We still got 1 cosmic, and 1 is better than none, so yeah, I'll take it. But time for the gem. Give me cosmic or mutant, please. There is cosmic, but also there is mutant, so I will take that. Archangel getting awakened, massive win right there. But now it's time for the ultimate crystals. Please give me something good here. I want to see just a 4-star romance character. Give me Kitty for that mutant gem, maybe. Give me Mantis as well. Give me Tigra, Absman. And we're going to land on a 4-star version of Doctor Strange, who is not romance, so I don't really care. But yeah, Doctor Strange, he's kind of bad anyway, so not the biggest issue. So crystal number 2, give me something better, please. Someone usable will be pretty cool. I'll take that for sure. But we're gonna land on a 3-star version of Sorcerer Supreme. Not too fussed about that. 3 stars are kind of just away from this account now, which is wild because like the progress is really good now. But now we have this final crystal here. Just give me that 4-star romance character and I'll be really satisfied. But we're gonna stop it. And it lands on a 4-star version of Strife, which is cool because we got 2 4 stars and 3 crystals, but neither of them were romance. So that's just how the challenge is sometimes, right? Sometimes it's just really unfortunate. Other times it's like really fun. But here is a Mystic and Science Dual crystal, looking for Tiger or something. And we're gonna get a 4-star version of Mojo, which is an awakening, and Awakened Mojo is honestly pretty massive, so I will take that. That is a great pull. That saves a gem, that gives me some ISO as well. That is honestly one of the better pulls of like this whole series, so that is honestly massive. But here is another 4-star crystal. Hopefully something decent here as well, but you know what? I can't complain. Mojo is just a massive pull. But just give me something maybe even better, or just something similar at least. And we're gonna land on a 4-star version of King Groot, which is way worse. So yeah, it is what it is. Not too shabby though overall. Like getting that 4-star version of Mojo awakens. But speaking of awakening, there's my Hercules Awakens, which is massive for him, of course. And yeah, let's sig him up, get him all the way to like what, Sig 40 something, which is a great start. And let's just go even further than that, right? Sig 50 something now. You'll love to see it. Let's just take him up all the way. And it's time for the rank up for Hercules. So here is rank 3. And rank 3 Hercules is going to do some crazy stuff, right? But why stop there? We got to get some more catalysts, of course. But once we get those catalysts, we're going to be in a great spot, because that means Hercules will go to rank 4. And after rank 4, it's rank 5, and that's the final rank, so he's gonna be a massive Hercules. But yeah, this fight is just what even was that? That was insane. That was just actually insane. That was so fast. Of course, like, he was way higher PI, but still was super impressive. But now here is rank 4 Hercules. That is massive. That is like my new highest ranked champion. This is, you know, a new high for the account. You love to see it. You love to see this. It is just so good, but why stop there? Why even just stop there, right? Let's ascend him. Rank 4 ascended Hercules, but now we're on a mission. We're on a mission to get ourselves some tier 4 class catalysts, because once we get 3 cosmic ones, Hercules goes to rank 5, and he's going to be rank 5 and ascended. That is the strongest 4-star Hercules available, right? So he's just gonna do so much work, especially like for act content, for pretty much anything, right? Because it's Hercules and it's rank 5 and it's ascended as well. So this Howard the Duck is just a pretty regular fight. This is Hercules at his second highest level, but really close to being maxed out. But the damage output now is just so crazy, and of course it is, right? So we're going to go in, get the intercept, and then drop the SP2, and you know how it goes afterwards, right? Do they survive? Sometimes, but also sometimes not, because yeah, the damage output is why he's like the best in the game, right? But we're going to go in, bail out the SP1, and it is now showtime. So we're going to drop it here, and the damage output is just beautiful, really. Look at that crit. That was just amazing. And yeah, this matchup is essentially over. We're at 1 health, but doesn't matter, not necessarily. We go back in, get the intercept, drop the SP1, and that right there is Hercules for you. Nice to meet you, Hercules. Welcome to the team, alright. That is crazy stuff. But here we get some class catalyst selectors. We also get some 5-star shards. And yeah, we get how many of these? We get 2 of them. So we're almost there. We need 1 more to get our Hercules rank 5, but there is a 5-star crystal as well. Now, this can be massive, right? My first 5-star romance champion potentially. Just any 5-star romance champion, and it is already a massive win, because, you know, a 5-star can go even further than a 4-star character. So the crystal stops. There are no romance champions in sight just yet. There is Hercules, but there is Adam Warlock, who is fantastic, obviously, but it's just not what I need right now. So yeah, it hurts, right? Hercules was right there. Adam Warlock, great champion, but just isn't romance, so you hate to see it. But yeah, now we have this Domino fight. No big deal. It's just Domino. Like, what, 14,000 PI. She's gonna go down pretty quickly here, and she does after we fail that power burn, which is so fun. But yeah, now it's over. Not too shabby. And this was, I believe, for some catalyst crystals. So we have 3 tries here. 3 tries for that rank 5 Hercules. Let's just get it done, and let's see what we get here. And this is like more important than champions right now, right? Because we're trying to build up the strongest champion in the game. So crystal number 1 is going to be a science catalyst, and that just stinks, right? Because I want either mutant, or I want mystic, or I want cosmic, and that's just none of the 3. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but crystal number 2 is going to be a mutant catalyst, so I'll take that, right? That's pretty good, but I still want cosmic the most. I want cosmic more than anything, and we have 1 more try to do it. So here's the final crystal. Just please give me a cosmic catalyst to make my life a lot easier. And it's gonna stop on not a skill one, but a tech one, and that just does nothing for me. So yeah, we didn't get lucky there, but it's fine because we have a way to get some more, and it's by beating this 39,000 PI Domino. So that is just fun, right? This wasn't a solo, obviously, because it's a 39,000 PI Domino, which means, yeah, you can solo this, of course, with the right champion, but it's going to be a tough time for any 4-star character. But yeah, this Domino just caused me so much trouble, but in the end it was worth it, because what she gave me was something that is worth so much overall. But yeah, we dropped the SP2, and she is now down. That was just a mess of a fight. I didn't show most of it because, yeah, it was just not a nice time. But we did it, right? And we got some selectors right here. So we're guaranteed to get Cosmic, and we do just that. We get the 3rd Cosmic Catalyst. We get some Mystic Immunant ones too. So we are just in a great spot right now. It is just so ideal. But now what? What happens after we do that? Well, what else can we do, right? We have to just take this guy up to rank 5. And we took Hercules from rank 1, level 10 to rank 5, level 50, and ascended in this one single video. That is just one of the craziest days in any free-to-play account that I've seen in a while, right? And look at that. Look at this thing of beauty. So let me know your thoughts on this day. I think this was a pretty crazy day in the free-to-play challenge. And yeah, that's about it for me.